new segment that we're going to do. It's basically called What the Fuck is Happening Here?
Oh man, that's deep.
What in the fuck is he doing?
What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
Okay, this is basically what the fuck is happening here, and I gotta pull this right back up because I for some reason I covered up my notes with other notes. It's noteception. It was just notes upon notes. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but yes, this segment is called "What the Fuck is Happening Here," and I got this idea from listening back. Somebody had listened back to some of my previous episodes, and apparently they had a really fun time with the episode that I did with what was that, Canadian crap catastrophe, when I was talking about the lady in Tim Hortons who was throwing her own doo-doo. She was throwing feces at people, which is fucking gross, but hilarious at the same time. If you watched the video, you will both be disgusted and amused at the same time, and those are my kind of videos. This is not disgusting, or at least it wasn't to me. It might be to you. It wasn't to me. To me, it was fucking hilarious. So I gotta share this shit with you. As you know, we have a brand new sponsor, Buckley Body Solutions. I actually have another sponsor coming down the pike, and once those things get settled in, I'll go ahead and make that announcement. But right now, as of last week, Buckley Body Solutions is one of our sponsors, and I'll get into that a little bit more later on. But the reason why I bring it up now is because this next thing that I'm about to talk about, this segment, involves health. It involves health. As a matter of fact, it involves Planet Fitness. And I'm reading the material I'm about to read to you right now. It comes courtesy of USA Today. It's in the news section. All you got to do is check it out. And there is a gentleman by the name of Eric Stagno. Eric Stagno. First of all, it's a pretty badass name, Stagno. I like that. 34 years of age. He's only 1 year younger than me, which makes me feel terrible now because I'm about to read this. And he is over in Haverhill, Massachusetts. The Planet Fitness over in Haverhill Hill. And this article, of course, likes to point out that this Planet Fitness is a judgment-free zone. That's the slogan. We all know that it's bullshit, but that is the slogan. And, of course, they found great glee in reminding everybody of this. So what happened is Eric Stagno, can I call him the Stag? That would make this even better for me and much more enjoyable. Eric Stagno is a pretty badass name, but sounds, I don't know. It's got an evil villain ring to it. Eric Stagno. And his middle initial was M, so it's Eric M. Stagno. It sounds very evil villainish on its own, but I like the Stag. We're going to go with the Stag because this is a pretty ballsy move, what he did. I'm taking a long time to get here right now, but I got an hour, so you gotta bear with me on this. The Stag, okay? So over in Haverhill, Massachusetts, he goes to the Planet Fitness. I'm assuming to work out. You know, like your average red-blooded American wants to go, pick up heavy things, get better fit, right? Unfortunately, he did not abide by the clothing code of standards because he was working out and exercising buck-ass nude, naked, ball and chain swinging around. And not just regular ball and chain, which would be gross enough. But he's working out. So sweaty, moist, just uninhibited swinging around. Like that kind of like stuck to the side of the machine kind of swinging around. I will read a bit. Bear with me here. The story we got from witnesses was that a guy walked in, stripped down right into the front, left the clothes and belongings at the front desk. He didn't even put his shit in a locker. He literally stripped in front of the desk and just left his shit right there. Walked back and forth across the gym a couple of times. I'm assuming to scout the area. You know, I've done that a few times. You want to know what machines are around, what's available, what's broken, what's in access to you, so you can devise your workout strategy. All right, nothing weird, except for, dong. But other than that, so far sounds normal. Walked back and forth across the gym a couple times, and here we go, and then settled in over at the yoga mats. Now, here's the deal, because the next line's gold. Officers found Stagno in what appeared to be, in quotations, a yoga-type pose, Morgan said. Now, who the fuck is Morgan? I just said Morgan. Oh, Morgan is the police captain in which I'm reading this quote from. He's the one quoting this. So he goes over to the yoga mats. The only comment he made was that he thought it was a judgment-free zone, apparently referencing to the slogan. This dude is the man. He knows how to live. This guy knows exactly how to live. He walks in. He strips completely nude to work out. He goes completely in the buff. Okay? He goes into the gym. He's nude. He scouts the gym floor to map out exactly what his route is going to be. Now, I don't know what he went to the gym to do. I don't know if it was a cardio deal. I don't know if it was leg day. I don't know what the plan was. But what he settled on was the yoga mats. So I'm going to go with flexibility and maybe even a little cardio endurance, depending on what he was planning to do after the thing. I like the fact that it was described as yoga. What is it? What was the exact? Hold on. Yoga type pose. It was a yoga type pose, which means when we're talking about him buck ass nude on yoga mats that everyone else was using, was ball bag just cemented to it. I don't know what his grooming situation is, but it probably made it worse. And they found him, and this is what he's doing. He's working out buck ass nude. The gym was fairly crowded at the time, Morgan told the Boston Globe, adding that Stagno checked himself out in the mirror before heading to the yoga mats. The guy is assessing the goods before going to the yoga mat for a good, decent stretch. You gotta love this fucking guy. This guy knows how to live. The Stag. He knows how to live. Some of the comments some witnesses gave were that they felt uncomfortable, disgusted, sick, and unsafe. That is an exact quote from the captain of the police force there. Somebody felt unsafe. I'm going to go with the ladies on this one. Perhaps they felt unsafe. Perhaps they felt he was capable of some sort of sexual assault. I'm telling you, and this is why I'm using the phrase swinging. Who feels unsafe from a nude dude just breaking out some yoga? I'll tell you who. The kind of people who are seeing a guy walking around with basically a hysterectomy tool hanging from his waist. That's the kind of shit we're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Even if he wasn't well endowed, he's giving all the evidence in the world that he had all the balls all to himself. This guy has supreme balls. More than your normal amount of balls here. There were more whiteness. Wow, I don't know where my head was there. It's all just late, folks. There were more witnesses coming forward than we can take names. Everybody was snitching on the Stag, son. That's bullshit. Stagno was released on $1,000 bail and will be arraigned on the misdemeanor charges. He was out on bail. He's gonna, at best, it's a misdemeanor charge. So at best, he's gonna attend a court date. He's gonna get in front of a judge and he'll be hit with a fine or some community service, and he'll definitely be banned from the Planet Fitness. That's probably how that's gonna go. But the Stag, and look at the picture. I'm telling you guys, if you go to the US, you don't have to go deep. usatoday.com/news. It's one of the articles there. This dude is a hairy motherfucker too. He's got the Jesus. He looks like Tamatonga, actually. His beard is weird. He's got like streaks of gray in it. This guy just looks, actually, not for nothing, it looks like Tamatonga and the main dude from The Walking Dead had a baby. The guy who played Rick. Like they had a baby and then they beat it senseless for the first few years of its life. And then like just let him grow and like be raised in the jungle or the forest or some shit. He looks like a fucking Sasquatch. And this guy just went nude in the gym, putting this fang on some fangs. That is weird. But it's awesome. This guy knows exactly how to live, man.